I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Welcome to episode 27 of hashtag Friday Sews. I think this is going to be a pretty quick one because not much has been happening in the sewing room this week. But let me start first with a big thank you to Jen from today in Jen's sewing room, who created the hashtag. So thank you, Jen. Now, as far as what I got done this week in the sewing room, I did complete my Stanton Hoodie by Cashmerette in the gorgeous pink sweatshirting fabric I'd gotten from Minerva back in the spring. And because I didn't want like just the pink hoodie, I thought it would look a little crazy, like just the bright pink. I used some scraps from a black sweater I made last year for the shoulders, the cuffs, and the bottom band, and I absolutely love my new hoodie. So it's definitely not perfect, but it is pretty good. It was my first time putting a zipper in to a garment and a knit garment on top. So my unpicker was definitely out quite a few times. I had to unpick that zipper twice because the seams weren't matching and it drove me absolutely bananas. So I unpicked it, redid it. In the end, it's not perfect. The alignment is off by maybe a millimeter or two, but I had to call it good enough because, yeah, it was driving me nuts. But other than that, I'm really, really pleased with my new hoodie. And it really wasn't a complicated sew at all. There are a lot of pieces because the top front and the top bottom are separate pieces. Then you've got the shoulders. Then in the back, it's two pieces again. So you've got the upper back, the lower back. Then you've got the cuffs, the hem, the facings for the zipper. So quite a few pieces, but it comes together fairly quickly and fairly easily. So yeah, I think this is gonna be my zip up kind of sweater pattern whenever I want something that fits me. Like, it fits me so well. I'm so pleased with how this thing fits me. I think I'm gonna have to make more of these. Like, definitely have to make more of these. It's really, yeah, I'm just very happy with it. I also this week cut my muslin for the Chilton trench coat. So I printed my pattern a couple of weeks ago now. And instead of doing, and I wonder if that's a mistake, but anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm making a muslin. Instead of cutting the 18 EF at the top, grading to a 20 waist and hips, I decided to just make a 20 top to bottom and cut my muslin in that size. Now I'm thinking the shoulders might be off a little. Anyways, I'll see with the muslin. I'm not going to do the collar on the muslin and put all the decorative bells and whistles. I just cut basically the front, the back, yeah, the sleeves. I just want to make sure that it's not huge up top and that it'll fit me comfortably at the waist and hips, especially if I wear like bulkier kind of sweaters underneath that trench coat, because I'm hoping I'll be able to wear it pretty late into November, and it can get pretty chilly. Like, it can get around 0 degrees outside in November here. So I need to be able to wear sweaters under that trench coat. But the muslin is cut, and I have plans to sew the muslin up and adjust my pattern before the end of next week so that I can start on my final version the week after that. So that's in the works. Also in the works, I have the baby quilt I'm making for the quilt along on this channel, but also because I am attending the baby shower, and that is on October 1st. So I really need to get that baby quilt done. So it's over here. It's basted. All that's left is the quilting and the binding, and I should be able to get that done probably Sunday when we get back down from the island. I've also been doing a lot of planning, so thinking about what I want to make in October, November, December. I started planning about what I want to sew for Christmas gifts because I really don't want to wait until the last minute this year. I think last year I was sewing right up to the 24th, finishing gifts and things. I really don't want to do that this year. So I've been planning. I've also been planning my fall capsules. I did the switch over of my wardrobe last weekend. So basically putting away all of my summer clothes and taking out all of my winter or fall winter clothes. And I don't need very many things this year, I don't think. So I'm happy that I've got the trench coat in the plans because that'll be an involved make. I also want to make myself a winter coat this year. That's going to be another involved make. And my holiday dress. I want to make a new dress for the holidays. Especially because this will be the first year in 3 years that we're actually going to have a real Christmas. Fingers crossed. So I want to make a special dress for our Christmas party. So yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about what I want to make, and I think I'm going to sew for my daughter, I'm going to sew for my husband, and I'm going to sew Christmas presents. And I'm not going to make a lot of things for myself for this season because, like I said, I don't have that many gaps in my wardrobe, especially since I'm not going back in the office anytime soon or ever. So I don't really need any workwear. Yeah, my comfy clothes from last year still fit me and should be fine to take me through the winter. As far as life, well, it's been pretty much all about work this week and not much else, really. We are closing the island house this weekend. So the boys are going up to help Dougie close the house. And closing the house basically means emptying all of the pipes of the water so that nothing freezes and explodes over the winter. It means making sure that nothing that can't freeze stays there. So they pack up all of that stuff and bring it back down to the city. Yeah, so just basically making sure the house is going to be all good all winter while we can't go to the island. So that's usually an all day kind of event. So Doug and the boys are doing that on Sunday. And while they are doing that, I'm hoping to go apple picking with my daughter. It's basically an annual tradition. We didn't go last year. I can't remember why we didn't go, but we just ended up not going. So this year, we are hoping to go this Sunday if the weather allows. I mean, if it's pouring rain, we're not going to go. But if it's nice enough, we're going to spend the afternoon in an apple orchard and then come home and bake all kinds of apple things. And that's pretty much it for me this week. Like I said, a pretty quick one, a pretty uneventful week over here. So hoping to have more for next Friday. But meanwhile, thank you for stopping by. I hope you've had a great week. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Please leave me a like on your way out if you like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again for stopping by, and I will see you soon.